And we are all the way back again and again and again.
Legitly now.
It looks like we're really living up to our phrase that pays for the year, which is consistency.
Consistency.
Man, I'm freaking loving it. We are here. I am Baron J67.
I'm T Jones. We got some things to talk about.
And this is Adventures of the Black Nerds,
yes,
man.
It is.
I am just so happy that you guys are here listening. And for those who aren't listening, for those who are getting this energy, this presence spiritually, like y'all feeling it, thank you. Receive it. Receive us.
And for those of you who are actually watching on YouTube now, I appreciate you. We're back.
Thank you.
Webcams
Thank you.
And
Thank
all.
you.
Blew the dust off.
I'm being recorded?
Yes, you is.
I'm back. Oh, y'all weren't ready. I told y'all I was coming
New overlay, new advertising sequence.
Told y'all.
We still have some hiccups. We're trying to get all sourced out, but we're good now. We're good. All right. Fix yourself, dog. Okay. First thing on the menu, Game of Thrones.
Yes. So we got to acknowledge that Bran was staring at everybody like the grandma who's displeased with her grandson's girlfriends.
I think he was.
No, he was seriously looking at everybody like they all stank, like mortals. I feel like he's looking at everybody. He's the prince. He is Prince of Game of Thrones, like the artist formerly known as Prince.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's. I think he's doing what he can do. I can see things. I know what you're going to do.
He is the epitome, and examples like him are reasons why I don't want to know everything.
He's like he's the Scream mask when he calls and talks to you on the phone.
Bro, he do look like the Scream mask. Oh,
how do you know these things?
I know everything.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do. How boring is life? Like knowing. See, and this is the funny part. He doesn't know the specifics, but he knows enough. He has like the cliff notes on all of history and time. That's gotta suck. Could you imagine knowing every movie before you go see it? At least the major plot points.
You know what they say. Too much of a good thing can be bad. So
man.
I mean,
drink too much water, you can die. Bro.
Look at vampires.
Bruh.
In the perfect scenario, they can be immortal.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Dude, but would you... Okay, so Game of Thrones.
What were you about to ask? You about to ask me something about vampires?
Nah, I wasn't going to go down that road. I was going to leave that one alone. Because I can go for days on vampires. Mm-hmm. Okay, speaking of vampires...
Okay, there we go.
Since you brought it up, you took it there.
I just didn't think. Listen, man, we got the video back. I didn't know if you was gonna take it there or not. I just had to ask. I want to see your reaction. So what? What you gonna ask me? Because I'm pretty sure I already got my answer developed.
I think vampirism. I think we stand a better chance of vampirism than zombieism. Only because, have you seen the movie Water Girl or Tank Girl?
No.
Okay, well, in Tank Girl, they weren't necessarily drinking blood, but they were able, because the world dried up to like nothing. There was no water anywhere, but they created this system where they could siphon water out of human beings. So technically, people was running up and hitting you with the suction cup and sucking all the water out of you.
Getting sailed?
So, yeah, you was getting sailed. Yes, Dragon Ball reference. Dragon Ball Z, yes, they were getting Cell series.
He's out here getting
all
sailed.
Day. Yes, and then they were drinking the water. It was like purified and crisp.
Okay, but see, clear. You got to think about it. Okay,
now listen, let me take it to and now there's a company out there which I did a video on, and you can find on my YouTube channel, which is linked below.
There's beautiful advertisements, shameless plugs.
I did a video, and there's a company that's going out and doing youthful blood transfusions, and they will pay you for your youthful blood if you fall within these parameters and you give up so much blood, and older people are buying it. I forgot the name of the company, but I did do a video on it. So we're already in the process of people getting fluid flushes with pure, cleaner blood. So now imagine this. Imagine if you start seeing dramatic results of this. All of a sudden, it adds 5-10 years to your body. All of a sudden, you feel better. Certain illnesses are lessened. Chronic illnesses, whatever, anything to do with your blood is now 1,000 times better and adds time to you.
I don't like how you just took the mythology and the
because you have that
out of being a vampire. Now I don't want to be a vampire no more. I
made it realistic because
you definitely killed it.
Well,
I don't like you right now.
Well, no, because you got to think. You have to tack on the fact that these mythologies all came from something. Somebody saw something. Somebody heard about something. Somebody seen
Usually it's
something.
a voice. It ain't science.
But it's the principles. Principles never change. Somebody will turn this into such a commodity that all of a sudden young people going to come up missing due to what? Their blood being sucked out of them. Who was sucking the blood? Vampire.
Rockefeller.
No, but I'm just saying, like, vampirism is there. And then don't get me started on zombieism. There's already fungus out there that take over animals and have them moving around and
different, yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole different story. But back to Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
I am so excited that it's back, bro.
I literally, everybody was so hyped, and I had to play the backseat cool, calm, like
I had to act like I don't care.
But this dude at work was like, "Hey man, when you gonna catch up on?" Because he likes talking Walking Dead with me, so he's like, "Hey man, when you gonna catch up on Walking Dead?" I'm like, "Oh man, you know what I'm saying? I probably look this weekend, you know what I'm saying?" Hit him with the
smooth line, like, "I'll call you back."
Yeah, dog, I'll call you later.
But I'm gonna tell you, bro, straight out with The Walking Dead, because we're like straight out jumping subjects. With The Walking Dead, I haven't watched the last 2.5 seasons.
Yeah, and people forget
that's just being honest.
You probably haven't watched the last season. People forget that they split one season in half.
That's why I said 2.5.
Oh, you really haven't watched 2.5 seasons? Oh, then
bro,
yeah.
Spoiler alert! I haven't seen past what's his name dying, the son.
Oh, so you haven't watched last season?
Sure.
Yeah, it's last season. But you'll be
last season and a half.
Yeah. So last season and a half.
Yeah.
Look, you give me my half.
Give my half.
I just haven't. I haven't watched the half of last season. I heard some good things though. Won't spoil anything on here. But back to the Game of Thrones, bro.
Yeah,
Game of Thrones is life. Like,
yes.
When did you start watching Game of Thrones?
Day one.
Oh, so you watched it day one. Okay. I
regret. Watch. Let me tell you, I hate people like you.
I'm all caught up.
No, but the fact that how long did it take you to catch up? You got to sit down.
I was only behind
4 seasons.
No. I was only behind like 2 seasons.
And okay.
I caught it. I binge watched season 1, 2 up until 3, and then I've been following it ever since.
Okay.
Give me my respect, dog. Give me
my respect. My bad. You've been there. You've been in the trenches. So this Netflix culture has completely ruined us.
I done told you that already, dog.
It's ruined us so much, bro. I'm watching certain shows, like me and my family binge watch the heck out of Pretty Little Liars. No, take that back. No, I am lying. We kept up with Pretty Little Liars. We waited every week to watch Pretty Little Liars.
Who's
Man, we waited every week. So when it got to the final season, my coworker, she legit caught up in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Don't and you I hate was so angry. They be feeling like they legit like
you've been through it. Like you didn't have to wait 6, 7, 8, 9 a year, so many months to find out who A was. Mm-hmm. You didn't have to wait.
It wasn't sitting on your mind. It wasn't marinating in your brain who was A. You just literally sat down and watched all of them. And
so now we're spoiled rotten because that's the world we live in. Like I can binge through a whole series in a weekend. If it's only got 20-something episodes, we gonna blast through it. Mm-hmm. But with Game of Thrones, every episode's 49, 50 minutes.
Yeah.
You got all this borderline movie every episode. And there's people out there who didn't have to wait like you did. They just went out and was like,
and it's.
I heard it's a good show.
I'm gonna get caught up. Look how many people talked about Game of Thrones. Where I think I was reading something where like 1 billion people tuned in or some crazy nonsense like that. My thing about that is, I think that we're in this era where they want to complete everything and then give it to people, but certain shows you don't want to do that. You want the hype to continue to grow. Obviously, endorsements, advertisement, merch, all of that stuff got to sell. So with Game of Thrones, you cannot do that. You know, people would be upset that you did that because of the diehard fans, the people that literally cosplay every Sunday
to watch,
to cook the food. They have recipes you can get off of Google. Why would they want
parties?
Exactly. So I think people sit down. I think with something like Game of Thrones, anything on like HBO, Power, or even Stars, you can't do that too. But like Netflix series, Hulu, things like that, it's like, just give it to me, y'all. Especially when it's not in depth like that.
Yeah.
Because Game of Thrones I was thinking about it, I was like, how many, god dang, I got so many questions about everybody. Like, what's going on here? Like, who braided her hair? Like, do they braid hair? Like, how did she get the hair braided like that? What was the dragon thinking? The dragon was looking at them. What was he thinking? He was like, hey, man, you about to tap that? Or is he going like, I sense the blood? Like
y'all related, don't do something. It. What if you'd have gave a warning breath?
Yeah, like, ooh, some type of...
Don't do it. Okay, so we're gonna get spoilery from here. I hate that word. I'm probably not even saying it right.
Facebook. Don't go on Facebook. Just don't.
Yeah,
Facebook already ruined it for you.
But I want to give people a warning. So we're about to dive in now. What do you think? Okay, what do you think is going to be the ultimate ending?
I literally went. I don't know. I had to make I just jumped off a bridge and threw paper at a wall and said that Daenerys is gonna die and Jon's gonna be king.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I think is gonna happen. Mm-hmm. It's gonna make a lot of people mad. Littlefinger is not dead. Littlefinger is going to come out on top. And Jon is going to get what he wants, and he's going to denounce his crown again because he's already done it twice. And Littlefinger's going to sit on the throne, and Cersei's going to be locked in a cave somewhere.
What makes you think Littlefinger is alive still?
Because he's related to people in Bravos, where the people of no faces are. His grandfather is from there. Then, if you remember, before he was killed, somebody came and was talking to him in the stables. You didn't hear what the conversation was.
Of course not.
Then the next scene, he gets killed. And he knew his time was up when Bran showed him the knife and told him what he told the guy who was supposed to give the knife to kill Bran.
Yeah.
Because, Littlefinger started it all.
Of course.
With him giving the knife to the dude to assassinate, like all blah blah blah. Littlefinger basically started everything.
Yeah.
Actually, it was Rhaegar. Rhaegar Targaryen. It was actually Jon Snow's dad who really kicked everything off. Mm-hmm. His real daddy. Oh, spoiler alert! Jon Snow's real daddy is Rhaegar Targaryen. His mama is Lyanna Stark.
Like
I gotta share it. I gotta tag you in the link. There, this writer did a black version, like the black explanation of Game of Thrones, and it was
I seen an article on that.
Hey, it was the most beautiful thing ever. It was perfect, but I think Littlefinger's gonna magically pop up and ruin everybody's day. And I don't think they're gonna kill Jon again. I think he's gonna go out in the wilderness and live as a hermit. Yeah. But Daenerys, I think she's gonna die.
Yeah, I think she's gonna die. I think.
Yeah,
I
think so.
I think this is more so the crookedness between all of houses, and the ultimate battle against the White Walkers. Like I just think that they've been putting that off. We've only had 2, even though the battles that we've seen was some epic shit.
Bro, I mean, when Jon Snow stood off against the army by himself.
Bro, by himself.
How gangster was that?
And the White Walker dude got a dragon. He got a whole dragon. Not half a dragon. He got a whole dragon.
Hey, you know what I think is going to piss everybody off? It wouldn't shock me if the whole White Walker situation is ended in the next 2 episodes. And it wouldn't shock.
That'll piss me off. I'm gonna tell you why it would piss me off.
I know it would piss people off because that's what the whole show is built on.
Not only that, y'all took forever in the day to even introduce him. So you gonna kill him off in 2 episodes? Bro, what is there left? What is there left to even watch?
Well,
Cersei died?
Because you gotta see. It's still the whole show is the fight for the Iron Throne.
Of course.
Remember, Cersei is already waiting. She was like, "I'm gonna fight whoever is left.
I'm gonna wait."
The White Walkers are in between. They're already like a day's march there.
Yeah.
So the next episode, they should be fighting or at least standing off against White Walkers.
Yeah.
That's already next episode.
I don't think
how many episodes are you gonna do battle? I'm telling you, bro. I don't think it's gonna last long.
A lot. They better do a lot. Like
he said, I want 4 episodes of them fighting.
Look how long it took for them to even come up with this season.
I get in terms of that, but let's think pure realistic. They already set the tone. What's his name?
And don't forget they can fight multiple fronts because forget the chick's name. She's out now and she's going back home, and I think it's going to be easy cake for her to take the throne back.
You're talking about
what's her name? I forget the
Greyjoys.
Yeah, Greyjoys. So that's a whole nother option there. So much stuff we can go. So many different places they can take it, and that's why I love the show so much.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, they're gonna piss me off if the White Walker thing died.
Look, hate me now, because I'm gonna tell you,
I'm not talking Game of Thrones with you no more. If you call it, I'm not. Don't talk to me, bro.
I'm randomly right about stupid stuff like this,
and this is the one you don't want to be right about. You're gonna be like, "Hey man, you talk about Game of Thrones? Nah, kiss my ass. I ain't talking about no goddamn. Talk about goddamn.
I just
Apex Legends. That's what we gonna talk about. Fortnite,
like, bro."
I can. I know. I want to. No, all jokes aside, I can see that happening as you talk about it, but I don't think if I was a betting man, I wouldn't bet that it would happen. I need to see something epic, like it gotta be some epic, super duper, like the dragon. The whole dragon has to be its own episode itself. They got a whole blue eyes white dragon. A whole blue eyes white dragon. You crazy?
Kaiba.
I need to see that dragon in action. Like it's gonna be a 2-on-1 fight, but this is a whole blue eyes white dragon. Like he got the whole deck.
Okay. All right. So another thing. Let's think about all the major moments that still have to happen.
Okay.
You still have the Clegane Bowl. You still got to have the Hound fight the Mountain. That hasn't happened. We haven't. I
think the Hound needs to die. Like in a fight like that, he got to die. Like who? I don't think you're gonna need a dragon to beat that dude.
The Mountain, yeah. Hey, but I'm telling you, I think that's got to happen. I wonder what's about to go down with Jaime Lannister.
He bold
because Bran gave him the grandma stare down.
Either with the I see you, Nick. I see you. And he just stopped moving.
Hey, bro.
Nah, I think to be honest,
I'm ready for the Clegane Bowl.
Man, people forget that kicked off a gang of stuff, man.
That kicked off majority of it.
Man, him
pushing him out the window.
Hey, come here.
He's like, ancestry overall.
See, still got questions about that. Like, how they get in that tower? I didn't see no stairs, no ladder, no rope, Rapunzel. I didn't see none of that. Like,
I guess Game of Thrones is showing us that family love trumps all.
I guess, huh? Nah, okay, but we do have that to happen.
What else do we need to happen?
Man, I'm focused
the dragon
on the
battle.
dragon, dog. The dragon battle got to be some.
The dragon battle. I'm
Bruh.
so dead.
How's that going to work? What if he gets all three? Oh, what if he gets all three?
So what if he takes over the world and it's like post-apocalyptic? And then
I would not be mad at that. I would be 100% cool. Like, damn, they
see the bad guys just ultimately win. Like, there was nothing y'all could do.
Man, the bad
y'all was too stupid being humans.
Man, should have evolved in dragons.
Because this is what sucks, bro. Think about how the battle's gonna go. Anybody who goes down, you gotta like burn their body all the time. Yeah, you gotta do something. But because the moment they die, he can bring them back.
That isn't that dragon glass supposed to?
That's what's supposed. But I'm talking about the people who die on your side. He can instantly bring them up. So you're fighting a OP necromancer with like level umpteenth stats.
I'm literally
and a damn dragon.
Hey, bro,
and a blue eyes white dragon.
Fire away arrows, glagon dragons. Arrows.
Ooh, speaking of dragons, because I want to transition because I can do this Game of Thrones stuff all day.
Yeah, so
I didn't realize how long we've been talking. So I've made the mistake of playing Elder Scrolls Blades.
This boy.
Look, let me tell you,
boy,
folks, I have an old phone. People laugh at me. I got a Galaxy S6. Don't judge me. It's an old phone. It don't play modern stuff. It do what it need to, but the modern stuff it don't do.
When you do decide to upgrade, look at the Asus phone, the Asus ROG. That is actually looks pretty dope. But continue. I'm sorry.
Look, I'm like a cave. I'm like a caveman when it comes to phones. So I'm looking at my house. I'm like, ooh, let's see the iPad. Let's see the tablet. I got no technology that can run this game.
Oh wow!
So I'm legit thinking about like, ooh, I need to upgrade my phone. I'm only debating on upgrading my phone to simply play a mobile game.
You better not.
Let me tell you, I didn't because I found a solution, and thank God for my wife. I use my wife's phone. So I'm all day.
Hey, can you take your memory card out? Can you take your memory card out?
I'm all day with my wife's phone. I'm like, oh, you can give me that phone back, girl. Like, you got Wi-Fi here? Oh, let me see your phone.
Stupid.
Oh, let me get your phone. I'm constantly taking I think I had my wife's phone.
I know people who
a majority of the day.
I know people who bought the Samsung Galaxy S9 and the Note 9 just for PUBG and don't play PUBG no more.
Whoa!
You better chill. Or
I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry. I'll just keep using my wife's phone.
What you doing? You good,
bro? The future is now. I'm like, oh, see, this is when they say now 2 or 1, this is what they meant.
Mm-hmm.
Like we now all this technology is ours. It's hours, but then there's a downside. So she's on my Facebook on my phone because of course she need her a phone, and she's like sharing pictures and videos and stuff. I'm getting comments on stuff that I didn't even know. I was like, I didn't share that. I'm thinking I got hacked.
I sure didn't,
but no,
push that.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't click post that.
You know what you need to do? You need to get like a family tablet. Like one of them cheap Samsung, like $100.
No, I need it to be powerful.
No,
I need it to be able to run Blades.
No, you use her phone for that, and then she can log in again on all her shit on that tablet, and you're good to go. That's what I got. Right. So when my daughter tablet die and I need her to go, here, take it, get out of here.
Ain't it funny that everybody talked about how, I'm not gonna give my kid a tablet.
Bullshit.
We're gonna talk. My kid. As soon as they get rowdy, I'm like, where's the damn tablet?
Where the tablet at?
They both got tablets.
Mm-hmm.
Both my kids got tablets. They both under 3 and they got tablets. My daughter, at first I thought it was a terrible idea. Mm-hmm. Then it kept her busy. But not only did it keep her busy, she's over there talking about, oh, Daddy, this is an isosceles triangle. I was like, I have never said that.
I've never. What triangle?
Huh? I was like, an isosceles, like 3, 4, 5 triangle? What you know about that? Like, what?
Yeah.
How do you know this?
See, some people don't sit down to break down their tablet or their device to make it as safe as possible for the kids. And then also you dictate what's on there. So
Yeah.
like me, I only put on like puzzles and letters and number games and stuff like that. And then she can use YouTube for a certain amount of time a day. And that's that.
Oh, you put the timer on?
Yeah. So she'll use YouTube to listen, because my daughter, for some apparent reason, loves music, and she's been listening to the YouTuber JoJo Siwa, whatever. And one day she's just singing "Kids in the Candy Store." I'm like, what the heck is this? And my wife was like, oh, she's singing the song by whatever, and it's like a Disney Channel, whatever. So she'll do that. Then I caught her watching Pokemon. I caught her watching Dragon Ball Z, One Punch Man, all types of stuff. She's on there. Just, she'll go
Doesn't
down
it just
the
make
line.
you so happy?
It make me so proud. It makes me so proud.
Like, man.
She breaks all the rules after that. I'll be happy. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, cool. Like, it's okay.
She cool. She over watching.
As long as you know who Saitama is. Like, it just... I look at like my daughter, whenever she's trying to get on my good side, she'll be like, Daddy, are we gonna watch anime? Are we gonna watch anime? Let's watch that show.
She knows the juice.
Oh yeah, and I'll be looking at her. I'm like, nah, we're gonna watch Barbies. Go sit down. Like, that's her show right now.
That probably irks her.
She hit that Barbie phase.
Oh, okay.
Like, I didn't think it would come because we don't talk about it and we don't watch it. So, but at daycare, kid, like you can't. Folks, be honest with your kids. Because they're going to get it from somewhere else.
Yep. That and when they start controlling the remote for Netflix.
Yes.
That's a dangerous game right there. I caught my daughter watching Barbie. This is before she even had a Barbie. Before she even knew what doll hair was. She watching Barbie. She watching these unicorn braiding things. She's teaching herself how to braid hair, how to put her hair in a ponytail, all because I said, you know what, here, take the Fire Stick remote and watch Netflix. And she know how to navigate through that mug. She know her profile. She can read her profile.
Bro.
Oh, my bad.
Okay. Oh, so speaking on nerd stuff. So we listen, like, I haven't listened to music in the car probably in about 3-4 months. I've been listening to audiobooks.
Okay.
I'm hooked on, we talked about this before. I'm hooked on literary RPGs. RPGs.
I bought a couple of them too. I just gotta sit down.
They're so amazing. So I'm hooked. My daughter in the back seat. So they always talk about, they use the word respite a lot, to take a break, Yeah. For those who don't know, that's what it means, like to get a reprieve, a brief second of breath. Yeah. So the Kristen's in the back, my kid's in the back, and she's like, respite. I'm like,
what is going on here?
I was like, did she use that word properly? Did she just... No. And I hate moments like that, because it's like you got this 2-year-old talking about respite.
Yeah.
Now, she has a pretty decent vocabulary, so it's not a big shock, but it's just the fact that a word like that, hear it coming out of a 2-year-old's mouth, and then she's like, I'm like,
yeah, it's shocking, because it's just unexpected. Some people, like, I think a lot of people underestimate kids' brains until they have
big
kids.
Time.
Because
big time.
I used to hear my nephews and nieces, say whatever, whenever, however, and it's just like, oh, that's cute. But when my kids did it, it was like the world just began. It was, you know what accomplishment means? Like,
yeah, like,
and then properly using it, telling me exactly what it means and stuff like that. So that's when I realized that, like, instead of doing the whole Google Gaga, whatever, trying to dumb it down,
play that game.
Nah, I'm going to use the words how I actually talk. Because if my daughter doesn't know, she'll say, well, what does that mean? And then I'll tell her what it means, and then she'll say it back to me. She'll repeat it back to me, and then one day out of the blue, she'll learn how to use it on her own, and then that'll be that. So the beauty of it is that they get to listen to this stuff, and then obviously you control it as their parent. Like, people say, like, oh yeah, TV and tablets and phones can raise your kids. No, I mean,
yeah, it's just another tool.
It's another activity.
It's another tool.
Another tool.
Another thing to do.
I caught my daughter out there dancing outside in the backyard with the tablet set up, doing the dances. So I'm like, man, she killing two birds with one stone. You can't be mad at her. Like, I'm not even mad at her for doing nothing like
exactly.
that. So, just a whole new era, and I've come to accept it. I'm not that disconnected, from the world to be upset about that. Damn, I don't even know how we got on this.
Me neither. But so, what was I gonna say?
Oh, you were talking about
I don't know what I was talking about.
The mobile phone game.
Oh
Skyrim,
yeah, Blade. Okay, Elder Scrolls Blades. Wow, we got super far off.
What,
bro? But with Elder Scrolls Blades, bro, it is the simple setup. Mm-hmm. It is a tap and go game. You're tapped to move into your environment. When you get into combat, you have you tap on the screen into timer of holding, like the reaching a certain point of the bubble to land an attack. But you have a little shield in the center to where you can block. Then you get 3 abilities on each side. So you have 3 spells you can get at one time, and you can have 3 weapon abilities on one side, like dodge and other stuff like that.
Okay.
So the strategy is there. Every type of monster has their weaknesses, fighting style, aggressiveness, and you get all types of crafting and weapons. So it's Elder Scrolls. It's melted down to a mobile version.
Okay.
Like, that's the best. So for anybody who's played any type of Skyrim, like, they got base building mechanic. You get to build up your settlement. You get to build a armory or a smithy. You get to build an alchemy enchanter's hut. You got to optimize it to make it look prettier, to raise your level. Then you get different levels of gear. They even added different levels to the type of gear you can have. Everything from regular to like legendary or exquisite or something like that. It's some maleficent, whatever. It's crazy tier. You got farming of loot. You got chest opening. Now, where the money grubbing part comes, and I wish I would have paid attention in the beginning. I haven't spent any money on the game. I've been playing it for, just to give you a heads up, I've been playing it for maybe a good 2 days now.
Yeah.
I think I'm like level 13. I think I just leveled up before I got on with you. But I haven't spent any money, but you start off getting the gems. Every mobile game has their microtransactions.
Exactly.
Well, they give them to you at a decent rate.
Okay.
Enough to where I didn't feel the need to buy it. Now, for somebody who's impatient, who can't wait 4 hours to open a chest, they're gonna want to boom. Then there's tiers on the chest.
It'd be those people that try to justify it too, like I get paid tomorrow, I'll be alright.
Yep. Oh, bro, those are the ones they get.
Yeah.
The gambler mentality.
I ain't gonna even. Front.
I just want more.
I was caught like that with when I used to play NBA 2K. Like, I get paid. I get paid tomorrow. I work some overtime so I can make up for it.
I bought VC. Excuse me. I've bought VC for NBA 2K. I don't know which one, but I've done it before.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, $10 and I can get my character to where he can dunk real good. And then I can do the rest.
I just need to dunk.
Yeah, I just need to be able to dunk and I can do the rest. Fast break and dunk. But so the game also has tier levels with chest. So with the wood chests, which are the most basic, it takes 5 seconds to open it.
Mm-hmm.
The next tier up is silver. Silver chests take an hour. Then the next one up is I want to say gold, and those take like 6 hours or something like that.
So like a true mobile game.
It's a true mobile game. A lot of people, when I've seen people say it was like money grubbing, and then I was like, I was scared to play it.
Yeah.
But then something pushed me to try it at least. And only way that game is money grubbing is if you're impatient or you don't start yourself right in the beginning.
Yeah.
I made the mistake. Thank God I'm semi-patient when it comes to that, because I'm like, I'm not dumping money into a phone game when I got my Switch, I got my Xbox, I got my laptop. Like, there's no way I'm doing all that. But with the gems, I should have first took 10 gems and increased my chest limit, because you start off with only a limit of 10.
Okay.
So if when you have a chest limit of 10, if you go out and adventure, let's say I made the mistake of trying to open a 6-hour chest, but I'm still playing.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't open any other chest without spending gems or real money until that 6 hours changes. So the mistake I made is I'm already maxed out, and I can't. I'm on adventures. I'm grinding. I'm looting. Now I'm losing chests because the chests don't stack, so they're gonna fall off until that time opens up, and then I can open all the chests. So there's a strategy to opening your chest in a certain way. Like me, I'm not gonna do anything big, any of the 6-hour chests until I'm getting ready to go to bed, and I know I'm not about to play.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm gonna get 6 hours of sleep. So why would I sit here and you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can let it run while you're,
exactly
while you're knocked out.
So yeah, so that's why. So personally, the game is fun. It's in beta form. It's early access. I'm having fun with it. They don't even have all the mechanics. Like they don't have jewelry, so there's no necklaces or rings.
Okay.
Which are like 3 more item slots. So you're just running with helmet, armor, body armor, forearm armor, leg armor, and either dual wielding or shield and weapon. Shield and sword. There's everything from hammers, swords, great swords, axes, magical items, magical spells. The skill list isn't that big. I don't know if they'll adjust it over time, but I think for a mobile game, it's more than enough. Like, it's not like I'm playing Skyrim.
Yeah.
And even if you think about it, Skyrim didn't even have that many spells. Like, in terms of, for a game that big, I think it could have had way more spells. Yeah. Or at least an ability to alter them, which they kind of do. But that's not the point. I'm having fun. I recommend it if you have access and you got a Bethesda Net account, get on, play.
Everyone should just make a Bethesda Net account.
Yeah, you should, because they offered like free games. Like I think they offered Morrowind last month.
Yeah,
which is like the game that got me started. Morrowind was my introduction into Elder Scrolls. Yeah, that was my rant. I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, mobile gaming has I'm trying to change mobile gaming for me, where it's not really mobile gaming. It's just like on the mobile, like a mobile gamer type deal. I've been thinking of getting like a either a portable game system, where it's called games, or like a screen, like one of them screens that attach to the back of your system. So you literally can bring your PlayStation anywhere. And I thought about getting one of the game systems for that simple reason. Like, man, because one thing I did get tired of doing, I got tired of remote playing from other locations, because the connectivity isn't that bad. And for the games that I play, online only games, it's kind of,
you need the best.
So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm not going to do that no more. So then I thought, like, oh yeah, let me just get the screen. That way I could just bring the system with me. But then I'm like, damn, if I get just the screen for this PlayStation, I can't use it for my Xbox. So I'm like, let me just get a game system. So I've been really paying attention to the game systems and looking those up. I'll keep everybody posted on what happens. I may get one, I may not get one, but they look legit. It's literally like a little mini briefcase, or not even a mini briefcase. It's like a briefcase, big ass briefcase.
And the screen will be embedded, right?
Yeah. So literally you pop it up, and only thing you got to do is plug the game system in. Everything else is encased, and it's plugged into your PlayStation or Xbox that way. So I've been thinking about that, man. Mobile gaming doesn't do, you know what? Mobile gaming, I like Clash of Clans. Like, where I can go take care of my base and just walk away from it, you know. Sometimes don't even touch it for years and go back, and my base is all destroyed, and
somebody then came through and watched the replay.
Storage is all full, yeah. So paying attention to that part right there.
And you know what? I seen you mentioned remote play. For me, remote play was working back when I was playing it, because I was able to I play a lot of RPGs. I play a lot of games that pause, and I don't necessarily have to do whatever I was going to do right then and there. So it was a lot of respite. So remote play
A whole lot
for
of
my
respite.
game, right, really worked for me. Um, what games are you playing right now?
Bro, don't ask me that. I'm playing
Oh,
Destiny.
how's Destiny going? What's going on in the Destiny world?
That okay, so to be honest, this week I haven't played. I've been extra busy with life, so I haven't been
Gotcha.
playing Destiny this week. Destiny, the reason why I'm addicted to Destiny, because I am addicted to it, is because it was a point in Destiny's lifespan that I just wasn't playing. So when it was time for me to come back, it was so much for me to catch up on. As a completionist, I'm that guy that wants to complete it. I need to have it all. I need to get the gear sets so my collections things looks perfect. I need to get all the triumphs because I need the the highest score you possibly can get from it. So and then also with Destiny, it's also the end game, the true end game in that game is more so like trying to find the perfect gear, the perfect weapons. And then also Destiny, I love the arena shooter about it. The Crucible is dope to me, especially because I'm all about like making builds and doing stuff like that. So and then also they introduce something called pinnacle weapons, and they're supposed to be like the upper echelon of weapons in the game. So you got to do like challenging things, like go into competitive and reach, glory rank, which is like half of the legend rank, which I think is like 2,100 points. But if you lose, you go on a losing streak. If you lose, you don't go on a losing streak anymore. You used to go on losing streaks, but you lose points as well. So if you lose, say you win a game, you'll get like 80 points. If you lose a game, you'll lose like 50 points. So
do you only run this mode with squads to get your points?
No. Okay, so with competitive right now in Destiny is kind of a drag. And I haven't been able to get to legend rank. The highest I got was 3,000 points, and that was solo. So I was able to go solo 3,000 points. I got my Luna's Howl pretty much by myself. And I didn't even attempt to go legend because once you get past that point, you're playing against 4 stacks. You're playing against the Destiny gods of the Crucible, the guys that have
the sweaties.
Exactly. So I haven't even attempted to do that. My next step is to get a party to get to the legend rank so I can get the other pinnacle weapon that I'm missing. But not only that, also they have, like I said, triumphs and seals in this game now. So now it's like trophies within the game to unlock. And one of the seals to unlock, which is the only seal I need for the Crucible, is to reach legend rank in the competitive playlist 3 times in 3 different seasons. So I haven't done it one time yet. So now that's where I'm at with it. That's why I'm playing the game so much. It's like I haven't done the old raids. I want to do the old raids. They put out so much content, and since the game is like a live action game, like literally week to week you get something new. You kind of don't want to miss anything, even though this week and the last week I was kind of missing stuff. So that's why I'm cool like with Destiny. I see the potential in it. I know it's troubled. I know it's a troubled game, but I'm hooked mostly because of the arena shooter part about it.
Do you think Bungie, now that they have full control, is doing a good job?
No, because we won't get to see that until after the last scheduled annual pass DLC. Because that's still that was still part of Activision. I think that Bungie. Okay, so my thought process for Bungie, a Bungie controlled Destiny game where it's only their hands on it. Okay, so last week we talked about the leaks, right?
Got it. Yeah.
Well, more leaks came out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So okay, remember I was telling you about this. We didn't really finish the conversation. So Bungie came out and, like I was telling you before, something happened, a glitch in time space the system, and PC and Xbox players got a weapon that was only exclusive on PlayStation till September. So since that happened, Bungie had to come back and rectify it. Now, the only reason why the community is in an uproar is because they got the gun. I got it.
Yeah.
Everybody was expecting, oh yeah, just let us have it. You know, we already have it. Like, don't be that guy. Well, you got to think about it. Destiny or the Bungie has left Activision. They're split. They're not together anymore. They're only together for the rest of this year. They're going to end the annual pass out on this note, and then after that, Bungie has to pick up everything, all the pieces, everything's on them. Bungie doesn't want to burn bridges with Sony, with no one, especially since most of their advertising. Private company again. Exactly. You're gonna be by yourself, and I'm pretty sure Xbox will gladly pick back up Bungie. They're gonna absorb them? Hell yeah! Why not? Yeah. Halo will absorb everybody else. Yeah. So they would most definitely pick them back up, but Bungie needs the cash. People need to realize that Bungie needs the cash. The system that is winning right now is PlayStation. So let me move my cursor. So to that extent, they have to keep it level-headed when they're thinking about it with Sony. So now to your real question, with a Bungie controlled Destiny, they have all the potential in the world to make a great game, bringing back true fans that left the game from in the beginning, and they would be able to appeal to everyone, PvE players, because the Destiny community, to be honest, is the ones that split up. They have your PvE side and you have your PvP side. PvP side is your true crucible, grindy, super. All I want to do is kill other people and not bots all day. Where your PvE people, which I consider them like your, which is a very debatable, especially in this game, in Destiny. These are like your speed runners, your people who try to break records in these controlled or semi-controlled PvE areas or content, and they try to like solo the raid or solo this nightfall on the hardest difficulty, or running 3 grenade launchers through a nightfall and stuff like that.
Basically content creators.
Exactly. So they have all the potential to take what they learned from the best from Destiny 1, the best from Destiny 2, combine them, make the graphics better, make the UI a little different, shake it up, give us some more lore, some more story, and bada bing, bada boom, now you got yourself a Bungie controlled Destiny.
And also, you know what?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, my bad. Go ahead. You were in full stride.
Yeah, because the reason why I said that, and the reason why I brought up Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 is because literally they did some great things in those games. You have a true fan base. You have a dedicated fan base. If we said we like this, why not pick up and take from that and create something alongside of that to make it better? Within your game are telling you what. Exactly. So, and then they have these summits. They just had another summit, which I don't know how I feel about, where they invite certain YouTubers and certain people in the community out, and they get to see these different types of contents and play it. And then they'll come back, and once the embargo is lifted, they'll put a video out, and they'll tell you how it's going to be great and how it's going to be good. And then,
which I can't wait to get to a point to doing, folks. Can't wait to sell out. I'm going to sell out so damn fast. This game's amazing.
I think we've been through it so much where they could at least tell the truth. Yeah. Like, tell the truth.
Oh, at this point.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. I'm tired of y'all saying, oh, this is going to be great. And then a month into the game, oh, it's boring. Yeah.
I told you, hey, I was at E3 when people were playing Destiny 2 when it first was before it released.
Yeah.
And I called you and I said, it looks like Destiny.
And
I didn't see up front, I didn't see nothing that was
Bruh,
enough to make me want to itch to play.
go back and listen to all those super duper high strung YouTubers.
They
talk
were
about
selling it.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. The gameplay is going to be better because it's only going to be a game about primaries, and there's not going to be really any use for power weapons and blah 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 blah. It's amazing. This gun feels good. Yada yada yada. And then what happens? A month in the game, oh, it's boring, it's stale. The same guns, team shotting. Oh, my back hurt. Bruh, y'all just was talking about how it was good. I remember on this podcast, I can't tell you what episode, I wish I could quote myself and tell you which one to go back to and listen to at this timestamp. I said the only way that Destiny thrives is if they had so much guns in this game, it was overload. Like, you couldn't save all the guns in your vault. And this is back when they had created roles already, where this gun had this role forever. If they had 1,000,001 guns, if they brought all the guns back from Destiny 1 and put it into Destiny 2, even I don't think that would have been enough. But they needed so much variety that people couldn't, like, it just something was new every time.
You have to have that. Like, with games that are built on replayability, like 100% replayability, online only experience, I need to be able to make sure that my shoulder pad gives me a different stat than the next person's shoulder pad.
Yeah. So
period. It needs to be that intense. I need to be able to alter color. I need to be able. This is why I always felt Sea of Thieves from even during my beta. Once again, plugging myself. There's another video I did during the closed beta or the open beta. Yeah, I reviewed it and I was like, as fun as and beautiful this game was, I know I wouldn't play it longer than a couple weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just me. Now, I haven't been back. I heard with updates and all this type of stuff is fun, but I still wouldn't play because I want to be able to have some variety outside of cosmetics or online only game.
Yeah,
I want my sword to be the flaming sword of truth that I found on this random skull island that I had to kill 30 zombies in order to get it.
See, another thing,
like I want that random role. I want my grind to show. Like,
my issue with a lot of developers, and this is just an opinion I have, is that they're scared to release that type of power to their consumer. The reason why I say that is because imagine, just pick any game in the realm of Destiny. So like your Division, like your imagine if you have full controllability of what your character looked like, what your character moved like, how your character held his gun, the victory dance your character did. If you had full 100% control over all aspects of that, what, like the paint on your gun, stuff like that, like what your emote look or your what your tag look like you know, just like create like a creative, just like in Call of Duty when you're able to create like your emblem. Imagine if you're able to do that in these games. I don't see why not. I think they're scared of more people getting creative on that side of the ball instead of playing the game. Especially when most of these games have microtransactions in it. Oh, you gonna spend 40 hours creating the perfect emblem? Nah, G. I need you out there playing the game so you can see something in the game that you want that you can't buy or that you can't find. So you can buy some silver so you can go again and buy this damn engram and hope that you get it. Nah.
That's funny. That's funny because that's a solid point. Because I like the more freedom you give the player, the better things tend to be, in my opinion. Like you just said, I'm agreeing with you, and I think you're right. I think that's some games they want to funnel you towards. I just want you out there in the field because you'll, like you said, it'll push you to spend more money.
Yeah,
I'm really at a point now where, and we've talked about it, we beat it dead. Give me a free game. with microtransactions, or and then set it up in a way to where I can only get so many hours of play without investing any money.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
okay, so
in my example,
I love that because I got my point to that. Go ahead, continue. I'm sorry.
So real quick with Blades, like I gave the whole spiel. I can play as much as I want, but I can't open any loot chests if my loot chest capacity is full.
Yeah,
and I'm loading one. So you could set that same type of wall up. It's a paywall, but at the same time, I didn't buy the game. It was free. Like, I can't get mad. Now, you got to make it to where the game is still playable, because I can still go and level up. I just won't get any loot boxes. I can go level up, get my character stronger, kill monsters, collect certain loot. I just won't get chests.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, so I had a question before I go into my point. Should that be limited to cosmetics only in an aspect of that type of game? Because now we're dealing with some true bullshit.
Yeah, it's bad out here. I think it depends on the type of game. If you're doing a PvE only, which is player versus everything.
Okay.
If it's PvE only, I think you can do it however the hell you want.
True.
If somebody wants to drop $100 to max their character out and get the Holy Sword of Truth, fine. They're stupid, but they can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Or not stupid, but I think it's not the most prudent thing you can do with your day.
Warframe.
Warframe. There you go. Warframe's a prime example. You can buy almost everything on that game. And then if you can't buy it, you can buy all the material individually to then make it, and then you can pay to speed it up. Mm-hmm. So, yes, you can ruin the experience of the game, but some people don't see it as ruining. Some people really enjoy that. Now, then you have your other option, which a perfect example would be NBA 2K. If that game, you have players who the first thing they do is go spend $100 to get maxed out VC so they can get out into my street or whatever it's called on the courts. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah.
And max out your character so you can be out there 99.
That's
right?
Yep.
Or 90. I don't think you can get to 99. I think you get up to 90, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure. I ain't played it in a while.
I haven't played in forever either. But any of the newer ones.
That's that scary point.
Now that bothers me. That somebody can come in, drop a credit card, and then go out and play. When here it is, I'm trying to do it the quote unquote free way, not necessarily the right way. Not even anymore. You can't even say that's the way it was intended, because clearly that's not the world we live in anymore. No. When they're putting microtransactions in single player games.
Yeah. No.
Like, yeah. I mean, we can go for days about that.
Yeah. No.
But if I'm going to get microtransactions, it needs to fit the environment. Fortnite, they did it perfect. They offer this free game, which is still in beta. And I got to keep saying that because one of the top played games right now is not fully released.
Let's don't
ponder on that. But then, so what they did, they offered you a free game with a fun, quick, rapid response experience. Mm-hmm. And all they did was throw out different cosmetics. And then they remember, what was it? Piñatas? Is it piñatas with Fortnite? Yeah. You can buy the piñatas and get like random. Do they still do that?
I'm not sure. No, I thought Fortnite was I
thought it was piñatas.
They had like a whole Fortnite store. Yeah, I'm not sure about the piñatas thing, but I know like they have like a whole Fortnite store, and it changes every like 24 hours. So what you were able to buy inside the store changes, and then you're able to buy this skin or that skin.
Yeah, the purple llama. That's what it was.
Or
the loot piñata.
Yes, yeah, you're right. But then you are also able to buy enough VC to unlock everything in the battle pass. So literally, you bought this amount of VC, and then literally you turn that VC into completions on the battle pass. And that's how people were maxing out their battle pass and had all of the exclusive gear instead of doing the challenges to get all of that stuff. So
and which the challenges aren't to They're not too bad.
No,
They're not far-fetched to a point to where it's impossible to reach. That's where a lot of games mess up. They get greedy to the point where, like, perfect example was Battlefront or Battlefront 2.
Mm-hmm.
It took somebody hundreds of dollars just to get Darth Vader.
Yeah, like $200 or something crazy.
Like it was some crazy number. Like
especially
there was no way
like that.
Yeah,
you don't. It'd be different if like I spawned up as Darth Vader every time and I don't change, but I gotta go on like a streak or get enough points to unlock this character. And you telling me
and they I think they broke down the hours too. It was like over 20 hours or something like that would have been needed in order to build up enough. So you gotta make it tangible. You have to make it enjoyable. So first and foremost, the game needs to be fun with or without money.
Yeah.
Apex Legends.
Okay.
Without money, the game is fun. It stands on its own. Fortnite. The game is fun with or without money. Now that extra umph is you can have more fun or you can get things easier if you spend a little money. You got the game for free. You're having fun. You already got 20 hours in the game for something you didn't pay for. What's $5?
Yeah, I
what's $10?
I can relate to
and
that.
That's so that's how certain games get me, and we've talked about that in the past.
Yeah.
Like we've done that. Like we've had that talk. Like, oh, it's dude, I played it for free. Like I don't think I put any money into Warframe, but I wouldn't have mind putting $20 into it.
Yeah, and see me,
I got 50, 60 hours in it, so a $20 game that I played that much is a damn good deal.
The one issue that I have is that me, and it's a personal issue, is that I always end up thinking about, okay, how long am I going to play this game for? Because
why do I want it? Yeah.
Exactly. I'm very, very much aware of how much money I have and how much money I'm willing to spend on this game. So if you think about Destiny, this is why I don't talk money with Destiny, because I play the game. No matter how bad it is or what's going on in the game, I play the game. So I'm going to play this game regardless. I'm going to get my money. If there was like a meter to determine how much hours, even if you did it based off of like minimum wage and like every hour was only 1 hour of gaming. So, or no, every 2 hours you put in of gaming equated to, or every 2 hours in real time equated to 1 hour of in-game time, I would still make my money back 10 times over the amount of time I've put into this game. So,
got you.
Even just using that basic mathematics to figure out like how much time I need to put into this game to make my money back, I'm gonna make my money back. But if I'm talking about a game, I mean, we can use Warframe because I don't play it like that no more.
Yeah.
If I put that type of money that I put into buying Destiny into Warframe, I'd be upset at myself right now because I don't play the game no more.
And this is why, see, your mentality on it fits with the type of games you play and how often you play. You probably haven't played any other major game besides Destiny 2. In what, months? I mean, since Red Dead.
Yeah.
And we all know. Yeah.
Didn't even go hard on that like I was supposed to.
Didn't go hard at all.
Mm-hmm. I think I am going to jump to Days Gone, though.
What happened?
I think I am going to jump on Days Gone when it comes out.
Oh, I know. Are you going to buy it? You buying it digital?
I think I am.
Let me know.
Yeah.
We'll work out because I know I want to play it.
Yeah, and then like I said, I'm not doing the remote thing anymore, so we can do the whole thing set up, whatever.
Folks, save yourself some money. Find you a good friend and game share.
A trustworthy.
That's my PSA.
Oh my god,
a trustworthy friend.
Last story. I met a guy on the internet.
Sounds like
I won't even say your name on here because he watches, and he was. So he jumps into the room and he goes, "Hey man, you mind if I game share with you?" I'm like, "Nah, bro, I'm good." He was like, "Man, you won't believe it. I was game sharing with this dude, and he won't give me. He changed my password to my account, and he changed all his information to that account, so he can't log into his account anymore. And he was game sharing with this dude since PlayStation 3. And the dude moved like out of state or whatever. He took his whole account. And peep this. PlayStation last week just allowed people to change their PSN IDs. So now the dude can finally change the name on the PlayStation account. I said, that's grimy, bro. I feel it for you. The dude was like, yo, I had all my stuff on there. I can't even get my stuff back. Woody woo. I'm just looking for somebody to game share because he was looking to get, he didn't want to buy the DLC anymore, and he wanted a specific gun that was tied with the DLC. I was like, nah, bro, I'm good. I don't trust people like that, especially with my accounts that I pay. So,
and let me tell you, everybody I know who game shares, they've either known each other forever, or they live together, or they're family, like blood related.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Dunn. My boy Dunn game shares with somebody that's 3,000 miles away. I don't even know if you've ever met the cat, but he game shares with the dude, and the dude, they still rock. So me, I can't do it. I don't even want to game share with family.
Hey, no, that's what I'm saying. It's a touchy subject, bro, because your everything is there. And then I'm always like, my big fear with all this digital gaming is, because in those little agreements you click OK through just to rush through, if we get banned, we can't access our games no more.
Yeah, no.
In pure digital. That's one reason why certain games I'll buy physical. Yeah. Because I'm like, heck or high. Like most of my RPGs that I know you're not going to play, I just buy the physical. Like I would, because 90% of them I can play with or without the internet.
Yeah.
So like I don't ever anticipate our accounts getting banned, but I've seen crazier things happen for less. And we're yawning. I'm exhausted. We got to call it. Bro, I'm so tired. I fought. So we're old people now. I feel old, bro. Like I'm itching to get in my bed. My eyes hurt. I feel beat up.
My eyes the whole time,
bro. I'm sitting. Bro, we gotta go.
But we're here. Consistency.
Nerds Noir gear is up. I haven't put up no new designs, but I got some in the works. I need to put them up.
It's killing it. Man, it's hot.
It's there, y'all.
It's hot right now.
Man's hot. But y'all can go shop there, Nerds Noir. It's all links are below. Most shout out to Tone Deaf Network. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for blasting us across the ether. I'm Baron J67.
I'm T Jones, and I'm going to bed.
I'm going to bed, bro. I'm about to pass out. Much love, y'all. Peace.